Alright, so gold support. So before we start, some things for your post, honestly. So like one thing, just because it's funny, you said my goal is to climb at my own pace and maybe to try to hit high plat for the release of Overwatch 2. Well, for that you have to practice some couple of years. Um, and then also another thing that was really interesting is that PS, I feel like I don't deserve the gold. I mean, maybe I should get stuck in silver for learning more, but I've been heard that most players are in gold, so I don't know. So I say it's interesting because most players are like, oh, I don't feel like I don't deserve my rank. I should be much higher, and you're like, I'm new at the game. I think I should be lower, which is fair, but like the rank system of Overwatch is pretty accurate. So if you're in gold, you probably just belong there. Um, some other things as well. So like, you're pretty new to Overwatch, so I guess we can kind of start a bit more from the ground. For like the characters. So I didn't watch the VOD. I just saw you playing Moira and Anna. Although in your post you said only Anna. Um, I'm not sure if you like want to go over everything or like if you want to go over Moira as well. But I mean, it was one round of Moira and one round of Anna, I think. So we can go all uh, through everything. Um, although I mean, I don't know if you actually want to go over Moira because you also didn't you didn't type that you want to learn Moira. You said like you played Mercy, you want to look for other supports, Anna, Sen, and maybe Lucio. Um, but I think if you learn like some things about Moira as well, it can definitely not hurt. Okay, so some things before. So before we start with like the hero, we can maybe like try to understand what the role of a support is, right? So what like for what are supports there? Well, so you can maybe say, okay, like so suppose I just heal the team, right? But this is like by far not everything. So in general, supports are there to enable the team, which means you either want um, to enable your team in a way to keep going by healing them, right? Because if you keep healing them, they will like stay at their HP. They can stay in the fight. They can keep being aggressive. They can keep going, right? Or the other thing as well is you want to enable them in form of you want to motivate to go in, right? So for if you play like Zen, you do it with Discord, right? And you enable them by giving them Harmony Orb, right? With Ana, you enable them by heal them, and then you want to motivate to go in with like anti-nades, right? So with Moira, I mean, she doesn't really have utility in form of like make your team go in. What Moira is good at, I mean, you have a shit ton of healing, right? So people can be really aggressive and like stay there for a very long time until they actually get low. Um, but yeah, so for Moira specifically, what we will look for is just straight up ability usage. I want to see that you use your fade in situations where it is actually needed, in situations where you are in danger. So you use it to help yourself to get out and to help yourself to live. And then orb as well. Um, so orb, you either have like healing or damage. I mean, it's pretty simple. Like if your team is very low, like if you have a lot of people who are low HP, then you want to use your heal orb to heal them up faster. Or you can use heal orb to, I mean, if someone is like critical, like really low, and this person needs to like go up very fast, or if you don't have any resources. like any juice, right? If you're low juice, you can use heal orb to what's it called to like put less pressure on your left click, if that makes sense. And in I mean basically every other situation, if you want to pressure the enemy team, or if you just want to farm your ultimate, then you really want to use your orb. Or like in 1v1 situations, if you want to finish off someone, you want to use damage orb. So maybe you ask like, okay, ultimate farming. So like, why damage? So first of all, as Mario, your ult charges really fast, right? And if you have your ult, you can not only heal your team, but you can also like actively go for kills, right? So you're able to enable your whole team by doing a ton of healing, but also put a lot of pressure onto the enemy team, right? So this is basically your tool to motivate your team to go in, right? You farm your ultimate and then go in and kill stuff. So the reason why, if you want to farm your ultimate, the reason why you should use a damage orb is because it is guaranteed ult charge, right? So for every bit of damage you do, you get like one ult charge point. For every healing you do, you get ult charge, equal amount. But the thing is, if your whole team is full HP, I mean, if you throw healing orb, you won't get any ult charge. But if you throw damage orb right into the enemy team, I mean, they will just be a sponge for your orb, right? Okay, then the last thing as well is just straight up your management of your resource bar. So that means you don't want to just sit there holding down mouse 1 and just healing your team. I want to see a healthy balance between healing and damage, so you can you're not running out of healing, right? You're healing your team a bit, you're damaging, you're healing, you're damaging. Okay. I mean some stuff for like your team comp. What you mostly should look out for is just sort of pocketing your monkey, like maybe your hog if he's also close, but he also has like his self heal, so he doesn't. You don't really have to care about them too much. But also because like you play Lucio, which means like your DPS don't really have anyone right now who can heal them. Like you don't have a Zen or a Break or like a Mercy or even Ana or so who can like actively heal these people. So you maybe have to like keep an eye on them, right? If of course if they're like far away, then you can't heal them. But if your Genji, for example, is like jumping around your head, you also just need to put your focus on like healing your Genji. For the enemy team, I mean there's something really special. They don't have flanker. They don't have like a Winston or a Ball who like jump on you. Um, so I mean, there's no real use or like use for your Fae to like think about before. You probably like you don't have to think. Okay, they have a monkey, so if monkey jumps me, I fade out. Um, yeah, you just use it when you're low HP, or like if you just need to go out. Like I mean, one thing I forgot for healing orb as well is self heal, of course. If you are low HP, if you don't have a health pack or so, um, you need to live, then of course you can heal yourself. Okay, nice orb at the start. Really like it. This already is pretty questionable. Uh, like you going. I mean, first I thought like you were going on an angle, which is more like DPS stuff. But I mean, if you look at this, and you're healing a full HP Lucio, you're in front of your Winston, and this should not really happen. Like you need to be behind your tanks and like heal your Winston. Your Winston is missing HP, and you need to heal him because his armor is very important. And this already is also just not really acceptable. Like your monkey and your like both of your tanks are going in. Why are you going out? You need to go in here. Heal your tanks, nice. And this also is this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. So as a support, as you said, like you want to enable your team, right? But the question is like, who do you want to enable? Well, question for you: do you want to enable teammates who are in a fight, who are shooting the enemy team, and who are getting shot at by the enemy team, who are taking damage? Or do you want to heal someone who can just go out? Well, obviously, you want to heal these guys, right? They are in danger, they are taking damage. So you need to heal them so they can, as you said before, you heal them so they can stay in the fight, so they can keep being aggressive, right? But like, uh, you're fading away, not only for soldier who has a self-healing ability, but he also went for a health pack. But also, like, if he's in danger, like, who's gonna pressure him? A Junkrat? I mean, Haza, sure, but he can run away, right? But you're just straight up ditching your team. You're leaving your team while breaking your arm. But like, this Reinhardt here is pressuring your team. Your Hog is 1 HP. Your Winston is getting is about to get shot in the back. These are the people who need your help. This soldier here, why should you even care? And then you're just completely overhealing. Okay, let me go even further back because I had another thing. So we're going in front of our Winston. You're healing a full HP Lucio. You're healing a Rhine shield. Then for this is just like understanding of how to balance your resource. So if I mean just straight up like very basic, if you press mouse 1, then you're healing, so your resource meter goes down. If you press mouse 1 and you're dealing damage, your resource meter goes up. So eventually you need to deal damage to be able to heal something, right? But like right now, you're only healing, and you're never putting any sort of pressure. Even like after your tanks are both full HP, you're never taking any putting any pressure on the enemy team. Even though Moira's damage is not like very threatening because it's not very much, it is still something that helps pressuring because it's consistent damage, right? And for this, your soldier's full HP, you're healing the wall, your soldier's full HP, he's full HP, you keep healing. And then look at this, your monkey dies. Whose fault is this? This is your fault. This is 100% on you. 100% on you. Okay, overhealing. What are you healing? What are you healing? What are you healing? Do you see how much resource you waste for absolutely nothing? You honestly just deserve to die here. Like, I know it's like Moira, or no aim, no brain, or like FPS. Moira doesn't have like any aim, but like you still need to aim. This hog is out. You cannot heal him. You cannot heal him. You cannot heal him. You cannot. He's literally behind a wall. You cannot heal him. So stop using your +1. And also, I mean, you use so much resources to heal a hog who just healed himself. Fade without really any reasoning, overhealing, finish off the diva. I think, so for orbs, if you throw orbs, you need to place them. Like you also really need to aim them. You cannot just chuck them in and hope for the best. The orbs will bounce around the map. So your goal is that this orb will have as much uptime as possible. So this orb should do as much work as possible. If you just use it like this, it will just bounce off. Like, what use this orb have? Like, it's not doing anything, right? So you need to use the map geometry to keep the orb in the fight for as long as possible. So in this situation, you could have used the parallel walls. So if you have two walls who are parallel to each other, you could stay here, throw the orb, and the orb will just constantly bounce around these walls. So yeah, you need to use the map geometry to keep your orbs in as long as possible. And this is not only for damage orb, but also for healing, right? If you want to use healing orb in this situation, let's say like your Lucio, your Hog is low, you are low, and you're standing here, like how do you want to use your orb? Do you just want to, like, I don't know, use it inside here, like you throw it in the orb, or like do you want to look down and like let it bounce off in the air? No. You want to use it in this direction, so it flies to your Lucio, heals your Lucio, flies to the Roadhog, heals the Roadhog, and then it bounces back and keeps being on point, and it is healing people on point. That's how you want to use your orbs, like on a mechanical side. Okay. I mean, for this, honestly, you could have just healed them. That need to go back fast, more. But like, your Genji's low, right? You need to heal him. You need to heal him. You need to heal him. Your Lucio is low, but in this situation, I mean, your left click does AoE, or like, yeah, AoE. So area of effect. So it can heal multiple people at the same time. So if you just heal these people, you will heal both of them at the same time. Plus Lucius on heal, which also heals both of them. So do you need your orb here? No, just heal them. Okay. I think we just try to go to Anna, because that was your main request, and from where we saw most. Actually, I want to just see your coalescence. Just want to see how you use it. Okay, there it is. Okay, so you're using it in a situation where you can heal your monkey, you can go forward, you can damage the enemy team. So this is actually not too terrible. You're frontlining a lot. So for this, you also just need to realize that you have range. You have range. Like, especially with coalescence, you have a ton of range. You don't need to face tank into the enemy team. Like, let your Winston do this. Just go over here, or like go back over here and just damage through everything. But you go too close. Alright, let's just go to Anna. Okay. So Anna, how do you enable your team as Anna? Well, one thing, just straight up, you heal them, right? You have a strong front line right now, Ryan Zarya. You just heal your Ryan, like pocket your Ryan, get some shots to Zarya. But mostly you want to heal your Ryans with, like, what is the purpose? So he can stay there, right? He can stay there and like keep being a threat, keep being aggressive, right? Other things, like how you're enabling your team, is nade usage. Like, getting a big nade on your team to like heal people up or so is like all fine and stuff, but how, like, the reason why anti is like often kind of broken is anti, like purple. So you throw throw a nade on the enemy team, they are purple and they cannot get healed, which means your team can just go in and kill these people. Right? So your job as Anna as well is you need to look for opportunities to throw in your nade to get in purples. Right? In best case, what you want to do is when you go for purples, you ideally want to go for multiple purples. So what I mean is you don't want to go for only Nade Rhines or like only Nade Kreese or like only Nade Mercy. Like in best case, you get like um, Reaper Rhine and Diva, right? Or like Rhine and Lucio, right? Or like Kree, Diva, and Mercia, stuff like this. So like say, multiple people, right? Um, Same for when you want to heal your team. So in situations where your team is like actually low, or if you have to reload and they need to have healing, um, or if they're like critical, then it's fine to use nade for like healing. So if you have multiple people being low HP, then it's okay to throw a nade to heal them all up, right? Or if you have like a Rhine is like 1 HP, then it's also just totally fine to nade him, just quickly get him up. Same as like as we had for like Moira's Orb, right? But if like people lost like some health or so, um, but like Ryan is like half of armor or so, and you use nade there, that's just a waste. Or like if your soldier is like half HP, not really in an active threat, then you don't want to use nade there. That's just a waste. You just heal him up and use your nade for something better. Okay. One thing again for like look at the enemy team's comp because you need to be aware of threats for yourself. As Anna, you don't have any mobility, so you need to be hyper aware of people who can go directly onto your backline, meaning onto you. So like usual threats are again like people with mobility, like flankers, so like Winstons, Hammonds, Tracers, Genjis, Doomfists, like all of these people, which means you need to be aware of where they are, and then you need to keep your sleep dirt for them. Um, in this situation, the only person who can like flank is Reaper. Um, yeah, so you could uh, keep an eye on that. Uh, Other than this, there's no real direct threat onto you, which means you could actually go for more offensive sleep darts, right? Like try to kill, like try to like sleep the Reaper when he's like in front of you, or like try to sleep the Reinhardt, or like go for sleeps on the Diva so she can't DM. But okay. Yeah. So this is an example where the nade is just absolutely wasted. Right? This your soldier here. I mean, of course he's like sort of 1 HP, but like your nade does 100 healing. Your one shot of you does 70 healing. I mean, either way, whatever you're doing, the soldier will be fine, like completely fine. You just nading here is just an absolute waste. Absolute waste. Because now you don't have it for something more important, because you could go like over here, or like even like over here and try to go for a nade. Like look at this. If these people are closer to your Rhine and you need these two people, easy kill. But now you don't have it. I don't know why you scope there. Unlucky. So I don't like this. Why are you going backwards? Why are you going backwards? Why are you here? Why are you here? Your Reinhardt is here. He wants to go in. He's about to maybe go for the Reinhardt. He will take damage. Why why were you here? This doesn't make any sense. You need to support your teammates. I mean, you wanted to nade them, Uh, Good idea, poor execution. Do you not see your Zen here? There's a Reaper behind. Your Zen is in danger. He's literally 1 HP, 9 HP. Why are you turning away from him, trying to shoot a Reinhardt shield? This is your fault. And oh look, oh there's a Reaper. Nice sleep. I don't know why he woke him. So this would be a this would now actually be a situation where you should have naded. So like right over here, you should have naded here. So you can save your like actually 1 HP soldier. You can heal up your Zarya who's sort of half HP, and you can heal up yourself. Like this would be an okay nade. But instead of you choose to nade way too late. Careful the Reaper, nice. I mean, yeah. You basically killed 2 of your people, so yeah, of course you lose. Okay, you're sort of going through make 3 LOS so he can just free shoot you. Don't do that. So like over here, right? So increase shooting, increase shooting, increase shooting. Now you sort of go behind cover. For this sleep, I mean, sure you hit a sleep, but does it actually matter right now? I mean, your Ryan is on a flank. Your Zen can't shoot anything. Your Junkrat can't shoot anything. The only thing your Zarya can shoot, I mean, like, the only person who can shoot something is Zarya, but what she can do is also, I mean, she can't do anything. She doesn't have any energy. She's alone. So this sleep was also just kind of wasted. Okay, again, awareness. Did you not see your Zenyatta being 1 HP in front of you? Like, oh man. Like, over here. Zoop. And you nade the Reaper. I mean, why? I mean, did you want to, like, cut your Ryan here also? I don't know. But this nade as well, it's, I mean, what do you expect the Reaper going to do? I mean, he will just wraith it. And cleanse the effect. Also, yeah, you a bit lagging behind, and then you didn't sleep the Reaper. That's unfortunate. You definitely could have heard this, and then go for a quick 180 sleep out. Okay. No reason to scope. Why are you scoping? Scoping just makes you slower and makes you easier to hit, and your vision will be much more restrained. Or no, restricted. Or, I don't know, like you can see less. So scoping here doesn't make any sense. Scoping is only a tool to make it easier to hit shots on people who are harder to hit. Meaning either squishies on your team, like jumping around Genji, like a Doomfist flying around the backline, right? Or to damage the enemy team. But a tank in front of you has such a massive hitbox for you. I mean, you don't need to scope here. Again, you're just slower. You're just making yourself lagging behind. See, like again, why are you scoping? Also, what is the sleep dart? Would your team be able to follow up on this? No. But like, do you see this? Your tanks are both here. You should be here. You should be here following your tanks. I mean, you're Ryan's sort of on a mission, but imagine being like here. You could help your Rhine. You could sleep this Reinhardt. You could nade this Reinhardt. Your Reinhardt turns around. He's dead. He's also discarded. Like, he's dead if you would be there. Oh, see, you're actually there. You're actually there. But you're too late. Because you scoped in and because you didn't follow your Rhine fast enough. So overall, you're just too slow. That's a very lucky kill. Nice sleep attempt. This nade was necessary. Like Gozan was 1 HP. But then additionally, you also get the Diva purple. So you get your Zen yellow and the Diva purple. So that's also fine. Unlucky, couldn't get the Zen now out. Unfortunate. I think I'm actually gonna take the Sky Avod. I saw someone else did the Blizzard Wall thing, so yeah. But I feel like it was not a lot of stuff for Anna, so we're just gonna go. Alright, enemy team, no flankers, no threats for you, you're kind of free. You don't really have to save your sleep dive for anything. You can definitely look to nade their tanks, or like nade their backline, and all of this stuff. For your team, you play with Babli, your team has a lot of healing, but I mean, your Bab can kind of take care of the tanks, so you maybe want to focus a bit more on healing your DPS, actually, but of course, like healing tanks is also fine. Like it's fine, but I mean, Bab and I kind of steal the ultimates from each other, the ultimate charge, if you're both healing tanks. But for you, it's going to be much easier to heal the DPS, so you want to keep an eye on that. Okay, starting position is fine. I mean, so like scoping here is fine, because I mean you can't see anything anyway, or like when you're scoping, it doesn't it doesn't do worse. The only thing I would say is just you shouldn't really sit here like standing still hard scoping, because there's always a threat of a Widowmaker grappling up, or like a Pharah popping out here, or an Echo being here. And if you're scoping in, being very slow, and like only having like this LOS, or like this field of view here, I mean, you can't see shit what's above you. So you really need to think about that. Hey, you're literally standing still. Okay, why are you nading? And this doesn't make any sense. Just heal this person. And if you have to nade this person for your bad aim, I mean, it's still a bad nade. And this just means you need to work on your aim. But nading, there's this one Ashe, which you can just heal up with 2 shots. I mean, why? Why are you nading this Ashe? Why are you not like, maybe like even going over here, like nade this Rhine, he's dead. He's already low. But you nade him, he's dead. Here, Ryan. Also, I mean, you just constantly standing still. I mean, you're sort of using cover, so it's not the most, not the worst thing. But I mean, at this point as well, I mean, you're just standing still. Please move, please move. You need to make yourself harder to hit. This nade does not have any sense. You're rotating. Okay, that's fine. You miss shots on your Kree. This is mechanics. Just work on that. I mean, as stupid as it sounds, I mean, you get better aim by just playing the game. Okay. Sniping the junk. Nice, good job. I really like it. Okay, there's a lot of things wrong. A lot of things. So first of all, so the sleep dart, if you're so far away, then it's going to be really hard to actually predict. But not like predict, but like also hit these shots on Orion if you really want to predict that, like sleeping him when he drops shield. So from this distance, don't go for it. Then you nade, but who are you nading? Like, do you want to nade your pretty healthy Rhine? Or did you intend to nade the tanks? Like, nading the tanks here is really good, but you don't aim for this. You don't even hit your Rhine. You need to aim higher. And then the third thing is, which is also a very, 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 very bad habit you stop from building, is you just use both of your cooldowns. Like, if anything happens here, you don't have anything to defend yourself. Okay, heal your Ash. You're doing a lot of these flicks, which is pretty unnecessary. Like, you're aiming to the side of people, and then you're quickly going for these flicks. That's a lot of effort and not really necessary. It's very easy to heal people, like to heal allies. The healing hitbox for allies is bigger than it is to like shooting enemy. It's very easy. Just keep your crosshair on them for it. So this nano is actually is fine. Look at it again. Besides that, you're actually over healing, or are you just missing? I mean, right now, I mean, in this situation, honestly, do you know what quick scoping is? I hope. But just like kill your Ash once here, and then go back to your run. This Ash is like missing 2 bars, or healing over time. She's missing, I don't know, like 30 health here. But your Rhine is missing like 2/3. So which target here is more important to heal? I mean, obviously, of course, it's the Reinhardt. So you heal your Ryan way too late. And like, look at this. Would be pretty nice to have an 8 here. Or a sleep dart. But you used both of your cooldowns at the same time. And now you don't have anything for a situation where it's actually needed. And then you nade, you nano Ryan. I think it's fine. You didn't lose anyone yet, and you like actually, I mean, support, right? You keep your teammates alive, you keep them in the fight, so I think it's good. The Nade is really big as well. Sleep Dart is a bit questionable again. You should not really like. It's always like a good feeling when you predict the Sleep Dart on Orion, but you should just not really go for it. Like there's so many other things you could do with Sleep Dart. Like sleep the high charge Zarya who will actually kill your team, right? Go for like sleep on the Bab here, which who keeps this team alive, right? Or like try to snip the Anna maybe. I mean she's too far away. Or like go for like go for her, go for him. Don't slip the shield. Also, why are you why are you shooting the Zarya? Like your Reinhardt is 1 HP. He would pretty like very much appreciate some healing. He's critical because you didn't heal him, so I guess the nade is fine. Oh, that's a weird kill. I mean, this is just not optimal. So for the whole fight, honestly. Um, if you also think about it for like positioning wise, you should actually not be here. Like they don't have any sort of flanker, so you don't need to play so far behind. You should be over here, where you have a very strong corner where you can hide behind and break LOS. You have a mega where you can go to. But it will be so much easier to heal your team. But then as well, like your let me go back to like show you. So your Ryan is 1 HP, but you're scoping in for Zarya, who's basically in front of you. You're not healing your Ryan, and then instead of again like actually healing your Ryan, you're trying to sleep. I mean, yeah. It would have been fine to go for the sleep if your Ryan would have at least like some health. Okay, he'll probably just touch and die again. Yep. Okay, so positioning wise, it's not the worst. Like you have a corner, you can heal your team. But the very big problem is your Reinhardt is playing here, right? If he has to go back, where do you think will he go? Will he go back onto point to you? I mean, of course not. Of course not. He will go back here. But what happens if he goes back here? You can't hit him. So you need to be like either here with your Rhine, or you could be here on the high ground. And honestly, here on the high ground it would be much better. Like you can stay here, like heal your Rhine from above, but also you can go over here and try to go for some cheeky nades. But from here, I mean, what can you nade? You can literally not nade anything. Oh, there's a grav. Would be nice to have a nade. Would be nice to actually be able to shoot the lamp so your team can kill stuff while you're shooting a shield. And I mean, your team is so far behind. This is another misconception about Ana. People think, oh, she has a scope, she's a sniper, she needs to be very far away, which is not true. As Ana, you actually want to play close to medium range. I mean, this is sort of medium range, but it's, I mean, not so just low ground where you can't see shit. But you need to be much closer to your end. Like, if you want to be low ground, then you need to be over here. Right, this is your corner. Play here. This will be much easier to heal your Rhine, and it will be much easier to nade the enemy team. And also just much easier to nade your Rhine if you actually want to go for those. But do you see how awkward and like how sort of hard this is to like nade? Like this nade on the enemy Rhine is just pure luck. Do you see how much, I mean, harder it gets to heal your Rhine? Because you don't want to, I mean, obviously you don't want to scope you, for the reasons as we said before. But your hip fire is projectile, which means your shots have a turbo time. Right, so if you're far away, it will be way harder to hit these, even on like tanks. And of course this is not like a long distance, but it's still the same concept, or the same idea. But yeah, so far, oh, you're going messy, as you said in your post. Uh, let's not talk about 3 heroes. Oh, when you actually go Ana over here. Wait, you actually wasting your Valk to go Ana? What? And maybe your team was flaming you too hard for playing Mercy with Reinhardt. But okay. Alright, same issue. Why are you nading? Your team is full HP, besides a McCree, who is standing, rolling in front of a shield, and who has a Baptiste near him. Like, he also rolls into the healing pad. You have so much healing in this comp. Your Bap shoots once, there's a soldier pack, you shoot him once, like he will be full immediately. So why do you need to burn a cooldown? Don't scope in, I don't like this. You need to move. If you just stand still, Pharah will just spam you out. And what does your team want to do here? Like, does your team have so much range damage? I mean, sure, you have like soldier Bap Kree, but if you just stand here, I mean, are you actually able to kill something here? No, they have a lot of cover. They also have quite a big healing. They also have a shield from here. Also the range is like fall of range for all three of those. And if you just look at your tanks, like if you're fighting here, your tanks are just crying. Look at your Sigma. This is his range. Like, look at your Ren. You need to get closer to them so you can actually do something. So your Reinhardt can actually do something. So your Sigma can actually do something. So you can actually go for nades. You don't want to fight here. So, like, don't scope. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Play behind your shield. Be safe. Like, go. Use the shield to actually go closer. Moving. You need to move. You need to move. You need to move. Like, nice skill. Yes, but like, look where your run is. You need to be closer. You need to move way, way, way faster. And now there's a soldier behind. No one can help you. And you should have died. Oh, I don't know what this sleep is. You just chucked it in without even aiming. Okay. Sound cues? I mean, I guess you maybe wanted to touch, but your Ryan is getting bullied. Wait, were you actually missing health? Oh, I mean, fair, but I mean, here's a mega. just take the mega. Nice sleep. Okay, heal, heal, heal. Why are you not healing? Are you panicking so much? Sigma is low, like he's half HP, you need to heal him. Heal your Sigma, heal your Sigma, heal your Kree, heal your Kree, heal your Kree. No, you have to burn cooldown again, you need to waste your fucking nade for Sigma, who's half HP, who doesn't need it. Like, he needs your healing, but it doesn't need the yellow effect. Okay, and this stalling. Okay. So, for Moira, just like some things, I mean, just like basic use of your kit, like heal people who are actually in combat, who actually need it. Stop wasting your healing. Start damaging people more, so your healing gets recharged. Orb usage. Yeah, basically just like basic kit of Moira. For Anna, more important, more interesting for you. Work on your positioning, right? Use high grounds, but like the correct high grounds. But I also use corners. So you always want to be in a position where you have really good LOS onto the enemy team. You want to be able to heal your team. You want to be able to damage the enemy team, if like really possible. And most importantly, you need to go for nades. Like your nades in all of these games are terrible. You need to go for antis and stop wasting your nades for like people who you can just heal up by just healing them with your left click. Alright. And then also stop just wasting like yeeting in your sleep dirt. Yeah. These things just positioning and just nade usage. You really need to uh, work on your nades. But yeah, if you have any questions, just DM. And then thanks for watching.